Hey, nerds. That's usually how I start things. Anyways, hi. Hope you're all doing well. So, funny story. I think we have a whole list of people now that have sent me a friend request. I don't know if you guys can see yourself on here. Do tell me. Because, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that this list is actually showing. I had to go through and actually click reject all or else the game wouldn't run for me. Oh, hey. That's all my other friends. Here's the friend request I was looking for. Thank you. And here you guys are. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of you. I'm actually quite scared, but I'm actually here to talk to you about something. I'm actually going to check and see if they actually put it on the notification boards for... Nope, they did not. Oh, goody. They didn't. Yay. Cool. Well... that sucks, but I have to say, well, that was no surprise, honestly. Yep, it seems like they never talk about this, but I'm guessing just because, you know, they don't talk about it in English for some reason, they only keep it to their Japanese Twitter, so I guess we'll just talk about it right now as a PSA and a bit of a warning to those who are interested. Ursula is returning this evening at midnight. Again, at midnight. And just to give you guys an example of what we're going to be looking at, here is her battle map for you to take part in case you want to talk about what's going on. Those units, of course, have things like Savage Blow, I believe, and some other nonsense that are just not too much fun. It was a little bit more complicated. Yeah, the Thief has Savage Blow. One of them does. And the other one has... oh, wait, they both have Savage Blow, and one has Seal Attack 2. Be careful around Ursula. She has Threat and Resistance. The X-Knight has Wings of Mercy, meaning that he can teleport. So, yeah, and of course one of the Thieves actually has Escape Route as well. So, that's fun. Be careful around those. I would say probably bring along maybe a Robin or a Nino if you happen to have it. I believe Nino was actually one of the suggested units back when she came out, but I could be wrong, as, you know... It's been a while, but there's the map. Figured I would just show that and get you guys ready because, well, it's not in game yet. It's going to be here at midnight, and of course they didn't bother to, you know, tell us. Instead, they have the present map, which I hope you guys have been doing the defensive missions, at least for some crystals and a bit of orbs. It's not a bad idea. All right, so let's talk about a few other things. Okay, I'm going to talk about units you should prepare for what is going to happen, okay? So first off and foremost, we're going to go over the quests that are in the data right now. There are 4 of them, and what you're going to need to do to get them, okay? So as with, I believe it was about to say Narcy and Navarre and, you know, female Robin, there were new quests that came out with her special battle. I mean, their special battles, and of course these gave you additional versions of them, but it seems Ursula also has that, so I guess we'll just talk about that. So, the first task you're going to have, and something that you should bring along, since, you know, it's always a good idea to bring these units along, as we've gone over this before. And it's just, you know, in general, I'm lazy and haven't done it, so it's always, you know, something I should probably work on. Yeah, it's definitely something. You know what, I'll level up all 3 when I can this week, since, you know, it's double EXP, might as well. So, you're going to want to bring along Anna, because Anna's, the first mission you're going to have is with Anna on your team, win the great hero battle against Ursula, the Blue Crow. Nothing too crazy here. And yeah, that's basically it. You just bring her along. I don't know if you actually have to win that. I'm pretty sure it might count for either the easy mode or the harder mode, but, you know. That just bring Anna along, you win, you get it, you're done. Probably gets you another 3-star unit. I'm not really sure. I forget. The second task is with Ursula, Blue Crow on your team. Win, you know, against Ursula's lunatic mode. Yeah, okay, there we go. Which means you have to have Ursula higher level. Nothing too crazy. Unfortunately, I missed Ursula when she came out, so I'm going to have to level her up in some form and get her up there. So yeah, that's not going to be the funnest experience I've ever had, but I mean, I don't think I'll have too much problems. Hopefully I can get her up there and, you know, get her 40? We'll see. But here are the other ones, okay? So, there's 2 other tests that are not a part of this that are kind of weird, okay? So, use Anna to defeat Ursula, Blue Crow, which means several things. So, okay, potentially this could mean, you know, you bring her into the grand battle and Anna has to maybe do the killing blow, or potentially instead, I believe, a story mission, at least with Heroes Invade, I think. Yep, the Blue Crow. I don't think you have to do it in Lunatic at that point. But yeah, you could probably, if this is just, you know, kill Ursula, then you could potentially find her in Arena, or you could just probably do Chapter 9, Part 3, and kill Ursula that way. It's easy, it's productive, you don't have to worry too much. That's just what I think. And then the final one is actually use Ursula Blue Crow to defeat a level 40 or higher Ursula Blue Crow. What the hell is that? Sorry, there's something weird making noise out there. Anyways, and I think you guys can kind of get the gist of what that one's all about, so I would just suggest this. You know, if it's just defeating her, a unit like her at level 40 plus, I'm guessing you can probably just go do Chapter 9 Part 3 in Lunatic mode and kill her that way. It shouldn't be too hard as long as you are well prepared. Maybe you have a Horsey emblem unit and you are ready to go with her. Then in all cases you should be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is right now. I guess we'll just say it in code phrases from here on out. The Crow Caws at midnight. That's right, folks. The Crow Caws at midnight, and therefore I am losing my mind. What the hell? Good lord, I don't know what that noise is, but it's starting to scare me a bit. So I'm gonna have to go through and like get rid of a lot of my old friends that have not been really active in the game. You know, those who are just, a lot of you are rank 14. You're scaring me, guys. Hi fans, Kamui. Okay. I forget what the name is that you start off with, that you, in case you didn't name yourself with, but kind of worried. And funny story is, I went through and actually had to click reject all because it wouldn't let my game load. And then it loaded for, 50 more people, and it, God, you guys destroyed my friends list, okay? You obliterated it. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys have been doing your defensive missions. I'm actually going to try and queue up and do a few more of those real quick, because I still have to do, I think, Part 3 and all that other nonsense. I don't know how far I got here. Oh. Well, that's not too bad. So I guess we'll talk about fortifications and what exactly they do. So, for those who don't know, or don't want to know, wow, this is a really strange map. I'm not sure I enjoyed this, actually.
Tell me.
This is actually one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. Okay, well. I mean, I'm on an island, but that island doesn't mean much when I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay, that's cool. But anyways, fortifications, what do they do? Huh, what are they good for? Absolutely nothing. But no, really, all they really do is they boost your unit's defense and resistance by, I believe, 30%, which is actually quite substantial in its own right. So for those who are wondering if you could bring along something, some units are actually a lot more valuable as probably defensive units, because some of them are more geared towards just standing there and soaking in damage than a lot of others. And honestly, that was kind of sad in its own regard. That was weird. I don't like that map. That map just puts you on an island and just goes go crazy. And oh god, having to do this at 35? Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Should have brought some more ranged units. This is gonna suck.
Orders.
I don't want Niles to get over here and just be a jerk. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, well, at least she's dead. At least they were kind enough not to make the Kagero have like a bunch of nonsense there.
Onward. Ready. Let's go.
Oh, lordy. I shouldn't have moved her down there. Yep, okay. Continue. Do we happen to have... Ah, nope. Shouldn't have moved her down there. That's unfortunate. I need to really make a team. That whole island out there is just ridiculous. I'll come back to that a bit later. Shouldn't have moved her down there. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she can take it from that. But nope, green unit, of course. I'm dumb. Anyways, I'm just going to go and work on that by itself. That's a pretty shitty map, honestly. I know, I said a curse word. It's bad. But still, good lord. Okay, well, I'll contemplate life next. Alrighty, guys. Hope you have great times. Be ready for Ursula tonight, and I'll see you soon.